some of the procedures are doctor no craft na opese omeya obi a hosuro. There was a time not more surgical ward. Obi nya urethral stricture and like ne bear man to kro na dem odunso fam no. Emu esiye. Edi odunso a manti abona ya se pe. We are home here. Doctor no aba ne new your friend say omra meye your friend say omma is inserted a suprapubic catheter. What the best your friend say the blood anum straight from the top but one here what paralyzing nipa no. Onya omo friend no course onya esa no suru. Just on so tie nipa na ya say we home here nye. Then I have to pick cannula, me insert and sana draining everything. So you see at the hospital no nurses and doctors we work together. And this okay, this is an isolated case. Impressive for me, I'm advertising to the world how said opposite because at the hospital, no doctor and nurses. But you see, Mamu say, what's nurses who cancer be I think that is in order. You see, over the years, I did about one boys, you know, nursing, our the leadership in nursing. Some by a chef for no, sir, matrons, for no. Assemble. Because most of them are scared. So asem see abrofo bi kwa cry na when asem to know they are not able to defend the nurses. And you go hospital ma most of the things are doctors in enjoy you know. When is that Oko hospital settings I won't spend much time with patients nurses. Sure. So hospital be aname wo. Omo ye aduane hospital ho omo feed all the doctors but nurses no more they don't feed them. Hey. Yes. Doctor be area you feed omo sometimes they feed them twice but nurses no more ha constitute your friends a significant number of your friends what personnel no more no. They don't because people who are supposed to stand in for them, people who are supposed to speak out for them, no. It's a challenge. Nurses come more more pe kwanya ko school no. Doctor be ba besia ko school abeto so ida ono ankasa sa atete for na be make sure so you don't go forward. Is the reason why obi enya kwanya na wa film. So I think this particular directive coming from your friends saying that unit we no is in order. And I'm happy that now the leadership is changing and a lot of your friends saying critical minds are coming to bear and or taking nursing profession to a different level. Because I can't for them come on why that particular disrespect in the doctors and most of them a throw on the nurses. Because if I know that one no who go school crow be school my own call and whole lot of but we would deserve say sabi ya and the man cut you. Do you know says I'm not single spine by or two nurses I cut you know. Some of the nurses rose against it the man nurses for no more there. Hey. Oh yes. When doctors are every day they are fighting for market premium for their workers, making sure that Omoko school no, that leadership isn't there for nurses. Omo your more enemies and they are fighting among themselves. And the doctor not bad. You don't expect him to be boo because you're at the hospital here, you are doctor about first. Now you know be an man or we are not be an man and you not necessarily nurse now watching one at the be on anti patient or no. Even Coco Crow be a mobia, nipa no respectful. So I think they're going forward, you know. They need to do a lot to structure it in such a way, say, hospital, you want doctor, I'm going to mean you need nurses and then you need doctors to work together. In the absence of a nurse, you know, you first a doctor, how do you function? Because it's like when I have a prescription, then I say for you, nurses in the way implement, which will draw on the money panel. That was in the panel, which will do now, how do they mix it and then give it to the person? What I say, most of the prescription and doctors actually bebre almost 40 and mistakes bebre. You as a nurse, you have to look at it and know say, are they or they money pay or deserve? And I say, is it the right dose and those things? Or check it, you know, make me actually draw. Say, your friends say route of administration. Ebi akwana ya the one panel. Or make me actually say no. And it changes everything because I was at the hospital some time ago. Abra ya kunin those time, you know, ya the man. Obi say omfanko gu dextrose yes nso na edisi ni so no yamfa man direct nti kwa na de kogu nso num na adreni akra ni nim okọ ya na okobie ade na ode shameful opia gu ma na akra no fon ai opia gu ma no wi nurse ni nka fa ni timama na bodam because I say doctor akiro so say omfanko wo no omfanko no ode kogu nso num anya nso bro de kogu ye okọ ya obie kanula na ode oyi ade na na akra no wi ye akra kitwa fe. So some of these things, you know, so I think there must be your friends a fierce reaction from government. Not a doctor, na papa way. I know why a chalk clearly say intimidation in as a for man. I'm going about bonting, but they're my intimidation in as a for them. So I think that course young sacking is in order. Not the essay or more you're going forward. So necessary. They should do it.
Yeah, if you Mo hwa antenese mamwe.
Ese wala. Evia wechiro.
Eti.
So what those wo ye den you.
Me ono so oye general art nurse.
Ba unim say captain me there 1 minute pe bi na. Said Ivan started and the ba mitirimu no kai no. Me there number say nka yenko hwehwem. Kwan ya sa doctor ni ne fa so nya admission e call medical school. Because because one say yet wo man whom you know any de ye adwuma. Enti obi wo hono ma adwuma na okoyere nya se ne pe o. Na kuma nim but adwuma no enu o manim. Enti so nimpani bia na aso ne nsa na de na ko. Yes, ne papa opposition ni aso ne nsa de ne ko. So for all this one you could see clearly from the ochire ni nyina say that calling no it's not her calling. Eye bibi na no akwa onye na adwuma no because eye wadwuma na wo pepa so peso osua at least nko betie nurse na asem a wo ka onko fe ni papa ti ponko so se wono so metoa so emedede hospital na papa ne de ye yi na di wia ne ba no ye hwehwem kwan of so onye admission call medical school no na ebetimi kura ye nyi na di because a ni pa we mu no mukum crofo hospital no papa na no e lecturer wo is it Legwana Gempa domu omu ne yere injection wo regia owuye.
Yeah.
I forgotten baby is it that Gempa or Legon one of them. Or no because say now or educated person ti ne de ne ba out omu ye hu de da. What of obi on educated obetimi aka ye dru doctor ne try ya na ye wrong prescription. Sam no me ye sure say nurse bi kwa kan ya kasa asem bo ya ebi beba. Enti we mu say egu adokota for papa or more system no mani mase. It is a woman, we should fish them out and throw them away.
Yes. Because like Captain, what's your wrong prescription? The first thing you do, you apologize for writing wrong prescription. Exactly. And again, being a doctor no, doesn't make you a superior human being over anybody. Because there are doctors who are reading law. There are nurses who have gone to a standard. You're able to become your first, they hold your first PhD. And several because and the window no, it's not close to anybody. Now no, professor now one better than on your nurse. Professor Aziato, the first female person that while rising to become a professor in Ghana, she's a nurse. And is that particular doctor says that he's better than she is. So you see, you need to be a narrow-minded individual or mind and what brought it to modernity and appreciation of whatever that is emerging in this world. Yeah, you me. So I think say but I'm not sure say any reasonable doctor out there will be making such unsavory comments because Bema Otimijina a drum deal or bad term to the hope so the other end you will feel in Yaman. So I think that we need to just disregard it.
Yeah. And to the National Service National Director, over to you, Joe Latte. With a disgrace to the scheme. I mean, Sewa Wedie to be a new Mumpebi Vineja. Yemfa Winya de Suade, and we ask say, I buy my positioner, Moadrin Yeduma. I've ever had a budget. The budget is some baby when I be okay out as I want to say. Budget and Anka Simonus is in a yard, but dead do say haircut today bow. Na ebidum so kura patch say budget na yentimi finance as a kind of keke ye twen IMF answer but ma me say stand and say nti o man ebe
well question was super and this is the second time I wabisa first time me because the obvious answer no say we share kwan ayenam so no eno de me share no kwan de a meka say enye ye enye ye because I think say yentumi hia de and free your experiences so far we share the days of Palms card poverty alleviation schemes yeah all this while with the IMF till date. Let me say, as a mine, yen dear beer and free mo. And no, and a year or how cassia. emaye uhwe budget a omodi baaye no budget de fiscal policy senior aban kwan a ofa so de siesie oman no economy no na all the time no you would have revenue na revenue no so no ebeba na from taxes na sa incomes no unya uko di koye nyama uko spending na expenditure no so say entina levels bia enkofa or how embre or mine ena those same expenditure no say ko bro wo revenue so na che say unko finance deficit deficit you so wo finance na wo krom sika ena wo dey finance a anka sembia eni ho but say wo be pie free wo krom akọji obi sika dia be finance no eno so no $500 billion as revenue by first quarter no na ye nyina ya gi atomu say entumi nyeyi so we cut back till about 96 billion and then edian kwa na Ministry of Finance woni ma yen nim ugide say from 96 billion no ye betumi aye 143 billion. I mean, we are talking about 50 billion more to raise. Who expenditure from 140 no would pay jamwa the cop 190 billion. When clearly no unim say ni papa mu say we will cut back on our expenditure. Nyama bi wo mo a yentumi mfa yensa enka to say interest expense because odi osakoka servicing of interest loans pay further no you will be downgraded enti yentumi mfa yensa enka banyama bebre so wo ho to say goods and services to say a payroll costs ni nyama bi no ye betumi abrena sikakra. On top of that, no, so there were over 14 billion in arrears. Enti usinsin when you na yen ya ho dia ye betumi dia financing budget deficit of over 64 billion no. Only 800 million Ghana cedis. Enti se no yen budget no is in suspense of over 64 billion. Yen nimbe bi kra ye kofa sika na free. Ni aye twen no say IMF program ibeji na wa breye sika. And you be say ebeye year. I think say the obvious say we shet senior bibia ekono o project ya enye yi. One of the main issues ni revenue targets are omodi omuni asisu. Ni nyina be feli.
Revenue targets no.
Ni nyina be feli.
Bobo ma ne hwede be feli no.
Ba kono say omu peja VAT mu fee 12.5 to 15%. Ebe feli because now consumption will drop. Production so ebe drop because of benchmarks was amaso no
habo hono
yes habo no enti eneno omo to me ton nyama be dodro na and omo to me toss anyama na which means said there will be cutbacks in that area. And your VAT no so is heavily dependent on imports. Enti your target no ning na edi ni see imports. It is most likely say senior utility prices akodruno yen omamufo no akodu ye upper limit say yen to me en yi sika foforo enkania normally we use no enti what we will do no say we will cut back on utility che say odi dokrum enu a and then obesian say obedi back gradually. and then otumi hu say nkrofo air park your cars. Traffic no eba form. Obi kita V8 now 1.8 engine bia obeho no now park V8 no now akofa. So
yeah, you to so you see why you to be
unfa nye town running ni money na ubetwem enti necessarily no the VAT will fail. Na VAT na failure enu kwa fail. All the levies equally will fail. Then you come to new measures be amusi omudeba. Me hono say new measures. Except say amusi eneno yen to me anya macroeconomic stability amma omano ni breno ofa yen febi. And then no see capital assets no say unya losses on exchange now. All you see losses no fully as expenses to reduce profit before tax. Na mom no or per se won capitalize na kakra wonti and free profit. And also ebe hardwin no say Omo dream only one side of the coin, which is the losses. Omo and dream who say there is a possibility of gains in so. And with every businesses, no, as much as Uber to me a year exchange losses, no, there could be exchange gains. Are you saying say yen netty off and now say yen separating no? Both realized gains and losses no should be separated. And now is the net that will be taxed. Well, it is not clear. Amendment to the act, no, ebetre. I think so almost see unrealized losses, no, almost makwan ma won't see unrealized losses and free will profit, no, and also the meaning baby omokofa free. If said every titi, no one allows in this dispensation and other dispensation, no one allows exchange losses to be an allowable expense. As we speak. Enti eno say no emfa hwiyemba. Because that is the dispensation already we find ourselves in. Then so almost see we would levy everybody. Say growth and stabilization levy. Eba. Now category A's are those who are paying already. To say your banks ne sanyama no omudi bre obia. Now this is what will happen.
Okay,
what will happen is say already no people feel up to the neck your ban corporate tax say omu tiadodo.
Oh,
enti onya who say upe more below the profit line now. Ni obeyene say instead of paying profits, no, obe spending. And that will be the attitude of businesses.
Chey.
Say ye di be kwa koma wo aban a ye nim ne be free mu abade.
the best spending.
Ye be spending.
Ti anyhow.
Anyhow.
Chey.
And sometimes you know, udi tax initiatives bar. And say won't drink quite tree. And that is why normally no other places you would add incentives to it. And then no obi a US citizen, a Ghanaian citizen or Dimrika eko report ni incomes are onya wo Ghana no or Dimrika eko report wo US adentia. Because 2555 be man housing expense allowances. One year crowd obenya to me anya $14,000. Enti tax so on tia US say no who compare no with allowances are yeah mano no who says allowances no would be over and above near so on tia obedri. I mean this is a dispensation now. Any taxpayer does not enjoy any relief. Relief, Papa Bia ni ma the Ghanaian. I'll bet to me I can say no me sorry because of these incentives. Baby no utia taxes who report to income. It goes through the entire federal system. Until the bank be called dear Juma, Yenim say, 1, you are credible, 2, this is your income levels. Ahano and Tisa. So where are the incentives, sir? Ebema yenina can say, look, with all this hardship, we will be able to take part of the burden. The Ghanaian don't feel responsible because of senior. You are developing appetite for spending by government institutions. And we lived with them and we see the open opulence by government institutions. Say, your conference is poor. You know how they spend lavishly on dinner and all that. And the Ghanaian don't feel obliged to support its own government to succeed. And I did back one, me fee say krum ha, yen share ye reserve bank, just a BOG. Budget here kind. It is more of the physical side, monetary side. India, let me say 4 lines be paid. I think paragraph 88, no more catch and say, broad money, M2 plus move from 130 something billion to 187 billion, blah, 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 blah. Now, Omodiyan Asiho. The real operations of BOG should be brought to Parliament. No Musumbe defending. Because the production of money in the system, no, and now the increase in money into the system must be explained. Inflation, I can. And yet market woman and now businessman and a cause inflation. A BOG. A BOG na cause inflation. Because say demand deposit air cost room should have triggered BOG to know say they be senior sika quantum of money dorsum the assembly brain to take measures that was between December to January 2021. December 2020 to 2021 January. And as I see beginning of this year in so what actions were taken? Who monitors BOG? Yet ube share or kotina ado committee name no or yi sa asudie no emma BOG say nyama anko ye in terms of currency ni a year and the BOG na say then why do you report about monetary policy in the budget? Because you are supposed to monitor physical space alone by your own rhetorics at the committee. And your mind you see a person you're serious, you're sick as more. I think say we should find people who really know what they are about and who really understand the Ghanaian system. According to say we have round pegs in square holes.
Innocent.
Yeah, Captain, I think sir, will be on your opportunity to follow the 2023 budget. Finance Minister Bekan, when you show the expectations that the ordinary Ghanaian were expecting so better and no more. Because from top to down, I'm not sure sir inspire any hope and engender any confidence. It will be our hope. He said there is going to be a turnaround. Nanka situation you woman. One would have expected say government airban now so measures be able to me and my certain immediate relief. Our situation, you know, you who say at least there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yati hai. Yen will be an say kai many. And government expenditure over the years abalu to the stand say call from civil society organization, financial analysts, foreign institution, calling on government to ensure that we slash down on government expenditure. Expenditure that is so reckless and that is so gross. Certain individuals are living a luxurious life at the expense of poor masses among for air suffer. And it's a government in the revenue cutting measures and they say a salary to 30%. Looking at the size of government and then hampers your CZ Christmas and yeah, hampers. Because I was like, how much are we going to realize? And then the government will also tell you, oh, V8, I buying crew for say sure say official assignment. Who use V8? You see, all these are childish and ridiculous because how do you determine if Obi is going for official assignment or not? If government is really serious about that particular initiative, then we should be doing what other countries are practicing elsewhere. Your department that houses almost all the cars. You go and log in, you take it official duty. Driver kwakosi oba what yaba. So the laws say me na make top petrol, me na make quest. Na government will not even be buying cars for obia because cars no a pool. You just write, driver will take you there, the driver will take you back. Top petrol. These are some of the serious initiatives your man say, oh, Abano is really serious about Nenyama oil. But some of these things are just first a populist politics. No chroma over the years trying to say my man for. I want you to Sunday ban second VAT seen to me. And you could be precon na kufa ne di anymore because of this same VAT. So you see the double standard and there. Your first message incendiary hypocrisy on his part. And then he is the cheerleader or di anymore VAT now over the years. Or demonized, castigated all sort of against it. And then he's the person now leading or by a beginning. See your increment kakra. Abra oyi NHS ne other way no film na shoot two year and then 2.25 your friend saying 2.5% above the toso. Clearly I trust say final consumer na ya me na wo no situation ya yetimi e be say abakoso rubiam. Again they also say you the freeze out of public your friend saying government hiring so na a cabinet decision. The na cabinet quarters who is a freeze because of the negotiation going on with the IMF. I didn't say I want to take that particular decision, but do you know the interesting thing? Go and read from the same budget. Say, but yeah, debt analysis and debt sustainability analysis no one. Or more anka say catch and say, your capacity to carry a debt along, say moderate. And your friend saying debt risk, your friend saying at ratings, high risk. And our debts are unsustainable. So this is the scorecard they call IMF table. And I am telling you, say, with that particular scorecard, our debt level, unsustainable. That your risk debt distress, IMF will never broker a deal with you unless you're making sure say ratings, are fairly stable. So because person what see go and ask why Zambia, Brazil, Argentina try to secure a deal or because the numbers were so bad. IMF so no having this at the back of your mind as a reasonable and a sensible government, what you do is expenditure you cut it down. Captain, abana I see a honchiri ya yentimi for public sector workers. The taxes about to say your GG revenue no. Abana balloon the expenditure to a whooping 205 billion and I ever spend it in the year along. Now revenue na yebenya no kroma within the same period no and na okan 143 thereabout no enti to overall to revenue no yebenya 143 oh but sika yebedi no yebedi 205 so that your friends a fiscal deficit that particular space in here around 61 billion which is around 7.7% of our GDP. This is a government so clearly we will need a whooping 61 billion to finance the gap. Sasi kan ekofa free he sebosian na sefo na yebesi abo your debt portfolio as at now the more report budget terminal I don't even believe it sa 75 point something na more ka say na your debt we no me I don't believe it because you see baby ejira exchange rate na ba omia bia na no kan say obe manage yentime manage ni yenti exchange rate na nkasa de over 93 billion Ghana cedis and I can't your public debt ho. Because you're managing you, and you're saying as you exchange rate and managing you know, I add 93 billion to your public debt. Young call baby because of that particular situation. And I yet where car many. So measures by na aban e di go kwan mu se be ye betimi ahenhan e ka me na me ya aban a nka this time you take decisive measures to just to send a message to Ghanaians say you are really serious about what niema wo ye. So ministries na over 100 and over no, you slash it by half. And no Ghana for who say there is a certain commitment on the part of government or yeah baby, but you keep all of them go to office of government machinery. The amount of money that is going there, people are going to enjoy themselves at the expense of the impoverished masses. No more every day be a yes, you know, and then consistently taxes na yeje. He levy by the Ben a young Tanahan Kenyans as a man said that particular tax was a bad tax. They never or more heeded to wise counsel and wisdom. In the end, what happened? Just go and look at the figures at every 11 more back. That is the reason why he's revising it downwards now. Because earlier, your projected say saying almost 6.9 billion. Ekwana delay no ba na more revise it to 2.4. Yajeje sika ni we first year na we were expecting say kebenya 1.6 billion. Wuni sika enya e. Wuni sika enya e. Yenya 93 million. Even point we na that's no cry yenya. For the first half no 93 million and a billion no. We were expecting say that half because of delay in as for nkebenya 1.6 billion yenya 93 million.
And no cabinet I'm say many
exactly because you see governance you know a cooperation among your friends saying various institutions government ni nipa dasani that particular way no must be there. So baby who public revulsion public are resisting said no situation here say the government you know you have to listen. But once here and going back to 1% now, you're in a flat rate, you know, who send the 1 city crave at no, and on any Indians are 7. And now a lot of people may have more mobile money, no, they have already devised means of circumventing the existing structures just to send their money through. Because there are other mediums. People are building platforms to circumvent the existing way, you know, so you will never get the money. Because every day transfer cost, so people receive money every day. But because of a buying no subine and Niama Wadadi, and at the back of it, Ghana Nibia himself buying the GCKM from Koreans idea, Sabi and Semuna de Kwakodi. It is the willingness on the part of the average Ghanaian to ensure, say, Obama Nemaya that willingness is no longer there because people have lost trust and confidence in the establishment. Because establishment has proven sufficiently say a tip on Koso, your friends established 2K3 of this particular year. Go and look at it. We were expecting say Kenya 67, Kenya 65. Yeah, we missed it by 2.8%. So what is the guarantee? Say K4 where you mean you bet me bridge that particular gap. Akonya 100 billion and no more can. Yeah, and then say by miracles by then you I don't know 100 crowd when you know finance minister paid them to call 145. Because he was putting all these figures up just to justify why I say you spend 205 billion. That is the only reason. Because the numbers should look a bit closer. Say the differences, you know, and I'm from pay your money. That is what we are doing. But me say Akufo-Addo abang serious. The also you say, sir, elephant size of government needs was a binyansa bia ni ma yehun faso bia or so na consistently mo bo man na ka no. Ontwa abanum by 3. Na dodo na nkwatena fie. Oko office of the government machinery sika na ye piegu a tabletop a ye chema amanfo e ho na over billions of cedis esesa call last year ye over 3 billion Ghana cedis e kogu we dey na ye no we see factory ho and I airport nkoko ho e dey na ye no ho we don't pay salaries there but at the end of the day no sa sika na bi mafie ni nyina ahye dey na ye dey here and then you come back and tell us oh let us share the burden Ghana for ye nyina ye mo ye yam belt when the president no Jensen said no bet host Ukraine nim na campus wa bo bet. What I said they are enjoying because Abra Ghana for were suffering no he was enjoying flying all over the world. Now no sir Qatar ye okwa mi hu faso e woso but ya kwaba ye nenam
no ho de
o minimum bi okoye
so UK na
and several individuals dia chire
UK
and you see captain there is no indication say ya ho chire yo appearance you muti World Cup here saying 100 million $100,000 to each player for making appearance. That does it look like your Maya? It doesn't. Does it look like your Maya? We are on our knees begging IMF for redemption.
FIFA do sika bro mutu mo spend it.
Na football na sika na aba no e no nka ho just to build your friends economy na yete ho no. Because you try to qualify to World Cup na nkasa ye we ya se sika no ba ni nyina ba to everybody nyese abanti ye chama ye ho. And even football infrastructure crest you build no kroma. I don't say you build no kroma. Look at our teams. Has no kotoko they are in their state. To see how kotoko na kasa omfa cap marawa. Cap omo be ban tafre nkwan egum. Has of folk the same thing. Cap be because they are omo more bra papa bia Africa because they are impoverished. Oh na the one the last time I kotoko je cap Africa. This cap na it is something in tafre egum ya tafre ketwa. Go back to your friends say House of Folk the same thing 2002 2001. We are not making progress. But we are not living a life I reflect the current situation. And Nipo Moya the possible government because he's highly insensitive to the plight of the many Ghanaians. Saying Kabina and not just of doing Ghana for one. At this time. So taxes here taxes are affecting almost everybody. Especially this particular VAT, we are by Okota, final consumer, affected Obia, a salary and then in the same way, he's telling us freezy public sector way. I know one of the campaign we are Akufo the campaign by some Mahama Kwakwaji freeze at their top public sector way. So I am for Nipa. And that was his trump card. Today he's doing the same thing. And he's telling us no crowd IMF na catch on you a cabinet decision. That is a double standard.
IMF frank
young phobia IMF. Mahama they may say IMF the force on some far. By idea, yana yefa. But that was their campaign way. Your mind is serious on that particular score. Akufo has to go home. We are not serious. What I say? And to what be now do when you to our binds so buy be and sadie to turn the situation around. Amono, their belly is full, just living luxurious life. Financing their fancy fixtures. They are more money. That is what they are financing. They don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian. They don't care about what we are doing as a wine. They hear some money sika at me as a baby, and that is where we are. So IMF do not yet to say that is the only way I hope I have budget hereby. At the end of the just say we are going to turn the situation around. So now we are here waiting for IMF until Saturday ban yet ha. And I catch them who say very soon you can strike it. Me catch yourself. You know, New York, no. The last time, no. So Washington say New York, no. No. Go to IMF website. Your more kind say negotiation with Ghana is going well, but the deal no will go through as soon as feasible. So they are not going to pass you any Mexico though. As soon as feasible. And I make catch say your debt sustainability analysis na no. As you see our core budget, no catch say your debt at unsustainable levels. Your risk, your debt distress, and our ability to carry our debt, a bit moderate and so forth. So this particular scorecard, you can't go to IMF and tell them they will give you a deal unless you try to do something to turn the situation around. So in turning the situation around, and on more freezy public sector way, and then can make person can government me cut expenditure. That is key. Now what's the over 200 billion and 200 billion with him? They had it here. Yeah, the service, your friends saying, interest payment, over 52 billion.
52 billion, yeah.
52 billion. And now more the expenditure, other expenditure, over 12 billion. This is how other expenditure,
office of
they ever did no. And they are trying to kufu, they are baby. And now a monument, and then I say for no, I'm saying 44 billion. Until we some you know, free man, 27, other expenditure, goods and services, and I say for just I don't they are young quiet dino no, here we are, they ever dino no. At this time, Ghana for facing this hardship, you expect their government to be a bit kind and benevolent to the cries of Ghanaians, Government is so insensitive. On the taxes, no hippogui and so taxes, na kendo for that, any other got to go and stand in parliament. I could cancel Hunachra and say, what time is Sika the Akusi Cathedral, like cathedral or mine there. Adam, one a cast of a cathedral. At this crucial time, and yet damn the windy patima, or better some mine Sika or the Kakusi Cathedral. When a bra will be a cathedral near Syria, Oko Spain, the biggest cathedral is Notre Dame, a Jatoman. Those things don't build the country at this time. And your initiative, new measures are bound to go just to find certain relief, create opportunities that are sustainable for your people. Youth unemployment in our how do you try to finance in such a way, say, wait me position youth, or wait me taking advantage of the emerging world? These are some of the things. That is what I'm telling you, is a leadership. I'll go beyond having just gray hair. And then you need refined brains, individuals who are ready to think outside the box. Those are individuals in modern governance and modern administration. And yes, your friends, persons are on my mind, they are so rigid not flexible. Say, yeah, the sun, yeah, say, yeah, corner. Budget your mobile. Go and take the 2021 budget and take the 2022 budget, 2023 budget. And you just West, I sense some nothing changed. What I say. So I think they say you're serious as a country. Government in demonstrating that particular commitment. Say, Onua ankasa no started from Onua ankasa the house. Sikana cars in as for na sa ban SR to V8 so no captain. We have say Nana Akufo-Addo buy and or the ban bar say yemo bi antoka okroma. V8. That directive, you know, okay and no see any flout with impunity. And from that day besin there, you can count the number of cars about Kroma. The same president told us what the ban act on appointees in as more be to kwan meboa. That particular order was flouted with another impunity few days after. So such a person how do you even take that person serious? And that person is supposed to be a president of a country whose words, you know, to carry weight. But no ankasa among his ranks, and ankasa Nimkrofokra doesn't take his words serious. And that is the challenge, that is the problem that we have. So I think that the budget is so uninspiring, is so unassuring, and we are going to now do a near to say 2023 budget we have a problem. Now one casaram say baby our die would demand so. We now just to finance their fancy fixtures and no bejo money na ye hwachere na ye tua taxes more because you levy almost or matters by it's not going to change anything and a flat rate ukura one cedi better and it doesn't change anything plus your friends said they go for better than that. So my conclusion is baby ayadri there is no redemptive alternative aside change because Akufo-Addo and his government has proven it's just a moribund government. They have no clue about modern governance. Omono is about emotions and that ego. No, modern namriase. Just say they think they are superior, they are better than everybody. I don't know, cause na so be chira Omufri say na wo nso bo bra ban ya. O kan ban asem. But my catch say governance be is an act that can be perfected. It depends on how you see it. So what value yourself to the modern terrain. Now appreciating new concept coming, evolving around the globe. One can say betime continue whatever we are. What home? Oko Rwanda. Now Rwanda is one of the sad stories of Africa. And now Paul Kagame through certain initiative and a lot of conversation also around the world. I'm not for making reference to when Paul Kagame because of leadership differences beyond the about. Why can't we go the same way? And can be expected a government very happy on how you better turn the situation around because also identifies your import bills. I heard about Chroma say over $10 billion. And the $10 billion and me mama dem could be a grow and some papa dem could be a grow. How do we incentivize and resource farmers? And even the youth say they go into high scale your friends are rice farming, your friends say maize farming and as for how do you do that? Then planting for food and jobs and how sustainable has it been? And now Greek minister Tombo there ministry because abiani ni ho by planting for food and jobs na adesan ke hie mudia me nyeso senka sa nema we nyina beka all the policies that they announced to us are failing and it's the reason why we are here. So I think Ghana and Libya going forward is not going to take government serious. And the other side is that particular attitude say everybody is asking say the guy should go. The president is still protecting him because he's protecting his personal interest over Ghana for interest. And such people, how can you take them serious? So, Captain, I think,
Ms. Allen, we have only 3 minutes to go. Do you have anything else to say?
Tell me 1 minute.
Tell me 1 minute. Actually, you mean back here.
1 minute.
Who's a man pandemic?
1 minute.
For sure, Tim. More than feet.
I bet you.
And I bet I to phone so I am ready to then for 3 minutes, Mr. Annan.
Well, just to buttress Nyamabia, yeah, Kawaha. In fact, the e-levy, it is an increase, not a reduction in the rates. It is an increase, not a reduction.
So I saw if you 1.5 about 1.
Yes, or the about 1. But effectively, now we transfer 100 cities.
Yeah.
Sisiano ubetia 1 city.
And to keep your transfer.
Exactly. So it's an increase.
But my yard, you live by me, Mumuda.
And now,
I'm going to talk cash out to so pet.
No,
no, Majai. Me, Msikaina, no, Majai.
And now, 200 sooner, we are Titino and Kaubetia 1.5 of 100 cities, which is 1 city, 50 pesos. And then you will pay 1% on 200 cedis, which is 2 cedis. So a 25% increment. So effectively, no.
Watum. Yes, what is
and yes, what is.
Bring Ghana for any so keke. My idea bet you mam what yes.
Yeah, ne prekasemo. Yeah, science. We mu general art for finance for here. Opening come here.
One of the other, one major thing I say there are examples of recessions and a difficult economic downturn now. People have recovered, our nations have recovered quickly. One of the things I say, most of the investment, share mall investment, they quickly cut back from that. And say over 17 or so flagship programs we are paying over 9 billion out of without any real returns coming out of it. This is the time to actually take our eyes off it completely and invest in sectors buoyant with our inflation, especially agric. Nia omo kika wo budget no. It is not feasible, and they have said it many times. We should make real investment into the agric sector. If you look at where the world is going, it is becoming increasingly difficult for countries to produce food. And that is one aspect I need to say and free home. The other thing I can say, we tend to say a huge portion of the Ghanaian don't pay taxes. And I don't find where that thing is coming from. When a greater population of our people are in an exempt area of economic activity, agric employs the largest workforce in this country. And agric is exempt. But Okwenino, Odidi, Otonso. And then we claim, say, omuntia taxes. We should be clear, say, the nyamabi ba out. We should be clear to say, omwa yentia taxes no are people who are supposed to file tax returns who normally don't file returns. And now the population who are supposed to file tax returns who end up not filing returns. And no, you can't say then we are kind of entering into a conversation now. Ya dream baby beso abwa ama adiana aye. But the way ye economy thinking say we can use PR to get out of this mess yedi yehu ashemuno. I am sorry to say it will not be possible.
All right. Pacho by fancy hana yena ne homra yede de aka no ebeto so.
The best. Where the Asem Double, Presam Cleanse Ventures, and your 5 years. Ne Sentinel, a yade yema with free skills training. Until you'll be a Pesa Wankasa Wunya sandwich Madia, and you're now Queen and Abama. But what the answer would do Humbeshim, while Briar Church or near my bit to say organic fertilizer, organic weedicide, mushroom farming, snail farming, catfish farming, herbal ointment, fresh yogurt, drinks, brown sugar, bar soap, antibacterial liquid soap, afterwash, Parazone, washing powder. Bomadiansa will be shy. Second, Ecosi 3rd December. While Cranon, Bomadiansa will be showered by Bulem, Yanidora Hospital, Edian Mushe. Na December 10th, so Bomadiansa will be shy. I want in Sawan Presby School, 8 a.m. Ecosi 4 p.m. Ya mau handout and on a compulsory. Utia 50 Ghana cedis. Now we are mau pen drive and on opa. Now would ye, ya Chinyamani Eguso amount. Utia 120 Ghana cedis. And to Bomadiansa, Open Fire 0559 209 309.
When I say big, you say whiz. Western Trade Fair. Western Region goes Fingina Wana Brunya. December edition. Onno na wabata 8 solid busy days of Royce can highly concentrated buying and selling. Obayamanya so manya. No we ra as in the rampan. The Western Trade Fair. Oshas Sunday, 27 November. Zekesi Sunday, 4th December. Yana tadimo nanimwa. Forecourt of Takrade Mall. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. de Biara. Fun games Soya Gogro. Live band. Fashion show inside attraction PJT. For one zaman na wejumane probable wonder want to another send for your customers ko. Ibotu ma botana bibia wo ho. Pra control na bancha bi say na yachi. The Western Trade Fair. Yentam the connect from the buku space say. No one sing Joe. And now we just place a call. 0245 787 886 0243 438 251 and then 0545 572-856. Now, Fia, a bayade bodomina nunsaso. Connect FM Western Trade Fair. Yanyeta Cradamona ya Bomriario. The Western Trade Fair. A good and a bronya.
Connect 97.1 FM.
And it's exactly 3:30 in our studios. Good afternoon, Oil City. My name is Nanajwa Arthur. Call me the Queen of the Airways. After a hard day's work, we go home safe and sound here on 97.1.
Connect FM.
Let's hop in my Maserati. Baby, hop in my Maserati.
You know, this is one of my favorites, Maserati live on
Connect Drive.
4 p.m. Konkonsa Scratch. Oruba wabaka yenesana yesin komo no bonyume FM zamo on Bomame here on 97.1 FM.
Connect FM.